So here we have function modules to upload text file or Excel file data into SAP ABAP internal table. Once you uploaded the data into internal table, you can use that internal table data to process this call transaction method or session method, depends on your requirement. So we are going to loop that internal table, and in between the loop and end loop, we are going to call transaction method or session method to create the data in SAP, right? Is it clear? So first, before going into call transaction or session methods, first we'll see how to upload files into a program, okay, by using these function modules. We can also download the data, internal table data into file. What is the function module? GUI underscore so this is to download the internal table data into a file. GUI underscore download. GUI underscore upload is to upload file data into internal table. Okay, clear? Now we'll create a sample program. Now we'll create a sample program to upload text file and Excel file data into ABAP internal tables. Go to SC38. BDC programming it's not new. We are not going to write this programming in a separate transaction code. We are going to write this in UST code, SC38 only. Okay, clear? Now write the program. Z demo underscore file underscore upload. Create. What is the type of the program? Executable program. So what is the input for this program? In our scenario, Excel file or text file. Okay, first we will prepare a file. Notepad, I'll prepare some file, that is 100, name of 100, SAP 200, name of 200, SAP department 300, name of 300. I'm using comma separated file. Okay, you can also use different separators. Separator, what is the use of separator? This is to just separate the fields. What is field 1 and what is field 2? Okay, 400, name of name of 400, IT. Save this file somewhere in the local folder. I'll save this in the desktop. I'll name the file employee data. I'll name it as employee data. That is in desktop. Okay, now so what are the fields you have in this file? Employee ID, employee name, and the department, right? To upload this file, we need to provide the file path, right? You need to provide the file path, right?
Yes.
For that, define a parameter. This is to just provide the file path. P underscore file type will take string. string or character 200, which is because whatever the path you are providing, that should be, the length should be adequate. Okay, the length should be adequate for that file path. I'm taking char 200, that is 200 characters, or you can also take string. What is the next step? What is the next step? So user is going to provide the file path, file location, and what is the next step you have to do? You have to upload that file into an internal table. Before going to download the data into internal table, you need an internal table, right? You need to define an internal table, right?
Yes.
What is the structure of that internal table? That internal table should contain 3 fields, that is employee ID, employee name, and department. First define that internal table. For this we have to use type structures. Types begin of,
TY underscore
for example, ty underscore data, empid, type. For now I'll just take char 10. Or if you have proper data elements, use those proper data elements. Okay, or we have data elements, right? empid, emp name, we have a custom table, I think, employee custom table. For now I'll just take char 40 and dept, type char 10, end of ty underscore data. For example, if you have a salary field in the file, what is the data type you have to take? For example, we have employee salary here. What is the field type you have to take in the structure?
integer.
What is it?
Integer.
Yeah, integer type. Okay, or packed decimal. Data lt underscore data, type standard table of ty underscore data, ls underscore data, type ty underscore data. So my internal table declaration is completed. Compare the file and internal table structure. Both are same or not? In the same order. Should be in the same order. Same or not?
Same order.
Same only, right?
Yes.
Same.
Okay.
Employee ID, employee name, department, same order.
But can you see what is the structure of my file? I have a record with the comma separated data, right? I have a record with comma separated data. It is not a structured file. For this, when you are using text files with comma separated data, we need one more type structure, that is for raw data. So this is the converted data. When you separate, so internal table is not with comma separators, right? But here we have comma separators. This is raw data. What we need to do? We need to remove this comma separators and we have to place each field in the corresponding internal table field, right? But before that, GUI uploads only raw data as it is, how it is in the file. For this, we have to take one more type structure, and we need one more internal table, that is with raw data. If it is other function module, text to convert. If it is Excel file, we don't need this additional step. Begin of ty underscore raw. We'll take some single record, that is we'll take some record type char 200, end of ty underscore raw, and define one internal table for this raw data. Okay. Now, so we have two internal tables. One internal table is with the data structure, the fields which you have in file. The other internal table is for raw data. First we are going to upload this raw data into this internal table, and we are going to split these fields and placing into corresponding fields of the internal table. Okay. Now in startup selection, call GUI upload, go to pattern, GUI underscore upload. What is the file name? File name is file path. Double click on it. What is the type of this? Go to function module. What is the type of this file name? Importing parameter
String.
string, right? I'll also take string in my program for the parameter instead of char 200. I'll pass file path to the file name. File type is ASCII. What is data tab? Data tab means this raw data tab, internal table. The raw data will be downloaded into this. That's it. Okay. So these are all exceptions. You know, right? What are the function module exceptions? Handle the exceptions, and you may not require all this data. Remove. Now I have raw data as it is. How it is in the file? It is with comma separators, right? I have raw data in this internal table. Now split that raw data into internal table structure. First we have to loop at lt underscore raw data into some internal table ls underscore raw data. Now the record will be the record in the work area is like this: 100, name of 100, comma SAP. Record is like this. Now we'll split this record and populate it to our actual internal table. That is this data internal table. EMP ID, EMP name, and EPT. How to split this data? How to split this comma separated data? We have a string operation, that is split ls underscore raw. What is the field name? What is the field name of this internal table? This raw data internal table? REC, right? Hyphen REC into split at. What is the separator for this record? What is the separator for this record? Tell me, what is the separator for each record? Each field?
Comma.
Comma, right? Split at in single quotes, comma, into these three fields. First field, second field, third field. ls underscore data hyphen emp id space ls underscore data hyphen emp name space ls underscore ls underscore data hyphen dept. Okay.
These three are internal table data fields.
What is it?
These three are internal table data.
These internal tables data.
Okay.
We are splitting this raw data. We are splitting this raw data and populating individual fields into same internal table.
Okay.
Each corresponding field of the internal table. And what next? Append ls underscore data to Which one? LT underscore data. We are appending it to our actual internal table, right? Now just display that output. CL underscore demo underscore output
equal to
Display.
display IT underscore data.
What is the type of this method? What type of method is it? Is it instance method or static method? This is display. Is it instance method or static method?
Oh, instant.
What type of method is this? Display. It's a class method. Display is a class method. Is it instance method or a static method?
Instant one. The class is
No,
Did we,
instant,
did,
instant.
did we create the object?
No.
Did we define the object here? Did we define the object or not?
No.
Did we create the object?
No,
No, right?
no.
What is the property of instance method? To call the instance method, we have to create the object. It is common in any object-oriented programming. We have to create the object. We have to define the object and we have to create the object. With reference to that object, we have to call that method. That is instance method. With the reference to the class, we are calling the method with reference to the class. Is it a static method or instance method?
Static method.
It's a static
Without
method. Okay. Now execute the program. File path. What is my file path? I have saved it in desktop.
desktop.
This one, right? I'll keep it in a new folder. Copy this file path, including file name slash, okay, including file name. Copy and enter the file path here. Click on execute. Hello. You got the data, right?
yes.
We're able to convert it into internal table. For example, instead of IT underscore data, I'll display this raw data, IT underscore raw data, LT underscore raw data. How it will look like? It contains only one field with raw string. It's a raw data, right? Raw data string as it is in the file, right? Clear?
Yes.
What are we doing here? Keep a breakpoint. Execute. So we are providing the file path to the GUI upload data. So it is going to download that raw data into LT underscore raw data internal table. If you go to the internal table, what you can see? You can see single record, that is REC, single field, that is REC. This REC contains that raw data. Okay. And what is the next step? We are looping that raw data. What do you have in that record? Record 1, and we are splitting using split statement. We are splitting at comma separator. If it is a different separator, use a different separator symbol here. Splitting into field 1, 2, 3 of the work area. We are able to split, right? And we are appending the data to LT underscore data internal table. First record got appended. It is in the internal table format, right? We transformed that raw data into internal table data. Okay. This process will be continue for every record. It's clear? Guys, is it clear?
Okay.
Please respond.
Okay. It's clear.
Now we'll create one more program using Excel file. I'll copy this as it is. I'll rename it as Excel. Copy. Now in place of GUI upload, I'll use Excel file relevant. I'm removing everything. So I'm removing this raw data also because this is not required for me. Raw data structure. Okay.
By using Excel file.
Now I have defined 3 internal tables type structure. Let me first build a Excel file. I'm using headers also, just for our understanding. 100, name of 100, SAP. 200, name of 200, SAP. 300, name of 300, IT. I'll take 3 fields. Save this file. Okay, I'm saving this in Excel file format. Now close this Excel file. Close this Excel file. Now what is the function module you have to call here?
GUI.
No, I clearly explained
GUI
you.
upload.
GUI upload is for text files. For Excel files, what is the function module? Please make running notes. Please maintain running notes. I told you multiple times. If you can't remember whatever the thing we discussed 10 minutes ago, that is not acceptable. For this, we need to define. So I underscore file name. What is the type of I underscore file name? Please check that importing parameter type. What is the type? File name. This is using RLGP file name type. What is the type of this data element? So this is type local file. Please take the same in your program. That is type local file. Instead of string, pass the file path in file name. So here, how many required parameters here for us? How many mandatory parameters here in this for this function module? We have two. We have two mandatory parameters. That is file name, and there is one more parameter. That is tab raw data. We have to pass this also. Create. What is this? Is it a table type or structure?
Table type.
Table type or structure. What is this?
Table type.
Table type.
Because by going through the naming convention, we can identify. Okay, but that by if they use T, that doesn't mean that it should be a table type. Okay, but it's a common naming convention. Double click on it. As you said, it's a table type. You know, right? Table type we can define like this also. We can create in SC11. We can also define table type like this, right? You observed it in when we are working with class methods. Define one internal table, data, lt underscore raw, type, this one. Now is it internal table or work area?
Internet
Because we are
Okay.
using table type here.
table type.
Clear? Now what we have to pass to tab? This one, it underscore data. Now please observe the field names types and field names orders should be same as the Excel file here. You don't need raw data tab. You can directly pass the actual internal table. Clear? Now execute. Copy the file path. We have a different file, right? Now this time it is Excel file. Dot XLS, right? It's the Excel file. Dot XLS. This is the file name. Execute. Hello. You are the output, right? Now it is directly able to convert the data into internal table. Clear? Is it clear?
Okay.
Yeah.
So once we uploaded the file, if it is a BDC program, what is our next step? Loop lt underscore data into
Work area.
and we call the BDC program here. BDC logic here, not program. Okay. Now how many records we have in this internal table? I think 4, right? 4 or 3 or 4 files. So this BDC process will run for 3 times and it's going to create the data in SAP. Clear? We'll see BDC in the next session.